Hello crafty friends, welcome to another heat embossing ideas video. Today I'm working with this piece of heat embossed mixed media paper. To create it I dusted a piece of mixed media paper with talcum powder to remove moisture, static and oily fingerprints. I then inked up a rubber stamp with Versamark sticky embossing ink and pressed my mixed media paper down onto it to transfer the image, giving it a good roll on the back. I then sprinkled over some hint of green embossing powder from Wow, shook off the excess and melted it with my heat tool. So now this is cooled and set and is ready to work on. I'm going to spritz it with water. You could use a shimmer spray if you wanted. And now I'm going to press this ink pad down. This is a red Catherine Polar ink. It is called Quartz. So I'll press that down onto the wet paper. Just spread that out a little bit and I'll dry that. Got some nice pooling around some of the leaves. Just spread it out a little bit so it doesn't look odd. I'm going to put some more quartz on my mat. Hydrate it with my white pearl shimmer spray. Pick it up with my paintbrush and spatter it on for a bit of extra visual texture. I think that'll do. Just grab a bit from my box of backgrounds and bits and smush that on so it doesn't go to waste, and I'll dry that. I'm going to buff over this because that will lift any dried ink off the embossing and bring the embossing out. But the colour will stay on the background, the paper, the unembossed paper. Yep, happy with that. So off camera, I die cut my background and I managed to get 3 envelopes out of this one piece, which was great because I had 3 card panels that I wanted to use up. Out of the remnants of the pink piece, I punched lots of little hearts in 3 sizes using this Fiskars punch. I also punched out lots of gold glitter hearts as well. So this is one of the panels that I wanted to use up. I created these panels for a video that I did quite a while ago. If I can remember which one it was, I will link it below. I printed some sentiments in a scripty font on some linen textured white card. I added a small black border, about 1/16 of an inch, and then I mounted that on a 4x6-ish inch card blank. So here's one of my envelopes, and I also cut one from white. I'm going to put high-tack white glue on the back of the pink envelope. Not too much. Spread that about a bit. And then I'm going to open up the little slit there and insert the white envelope. And this just gives a lining to the flap of the envelope. Obviously there's a little bit peeking out below that I don't want, so I'll just snip that off. And now I've got a complete envelope. I'll add glue to the back of that, and I'm going to place it at a jaunty angle down here, pointing at the sentiment. I've got it overlapping the edge of the panel as well, and I want to create an explosion of hearts coming out of my envelope. So I'm going to add lots of little tiny dots of matte gel medium. You probably get sick of hearing me saying this, but because matte gel medium is matte, if it squirts out from underneath the little pieces, it won't leave a glossy smear when it's dry. I'm going to start by adding larger hearts, mixing in the gold. Now I'm going to add in some of the medium hearts. Make sure I've got plenty of the pink. This is a nail art wax tip picker-upper thing. It's great for picking up these small fiddly little pieces. Now I've got the large and the medium down. I'm going to bring in some small ones. These are really teeny tiny. I'm changing the angles of the hearts to make them look like they're exploding out of the envelope. Give them some directionality. You can just keep going until you've added as many hearts as you like, really. Even though the glue dries matte, you probably don't want big globs of it poking out from underneath your die cut shapes. So just take a clean bit of microfiber cloth and press down, and that will pick up any excess glue from around the hearts. And of course you don't need to use hearts for something like this. You could cut flowers and have those exploding out of your envelope. I find it helpful to hold up things like this and squint, because then you can see if there's any empty areas that require something extra. So I'm thinking I need a bit of gold here. Right, I'm happy with the number and distribution of the hearts, and now I'm going to add some Nouveau Crystal Glaze to the gold hearts. This will give them a glossy domed appearance, so they'll look a bit like enamel shapes. You can use glossy accents for this. The trick is not to squeeze out loads, just kind of have a bead appearing at the end of your nozzle and touch it to the shape. And surface tension will do the work for you and flood the shape. I'm not even squeezing this bottle. Every so often I might give it a gentle squeeze, but not on the hearts, just to get that bead at the bottom. You could try putting glossy accents on the hearts that you've die cut or punched from the same paper, but as the ink is water reactive, it might do odd things to it. So I'm going to leave that as is. So that's that first die cut and first spare panel used up. Very pleased with that. Lots of love flying out of that envelope. Here's another one that I've made, much the same. We've got birthday wishes up in the top right corner this time. Instead of putting the envelope on an angle, I put it square into the corner and had all of the hearts flying upwards in this direction. So this one we've got more of a cone or funnel of hearts. This one is a arc really. I did put glossy accents on the hearts and they've dried now because I did that one last night. And this is the one I made with the third panel. This had the sentiment in the bottom right corner, that's right, isn't it? I put the envelope above that and had the hearts exploding out in a similar way to this one. Now I'm looking at it, I could have put the envelope pointing downwards and had the hearts tumbling out. That might be a fun thing to do. I didn't put any glossy accents on that because I wanted to show you how they differ. So that's the one I've just done and it's wet. This is the dry one. So it makes the glitter look a little darker, but you do get that glossy dome. So it's just whatever look you prefer, really. So that's another idea for using up your heat embossed scraps. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've gleaned an idea or two. If you have, do let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.